Every year, WSAV recognizes the great contributions that women have made to their local communities. Our Remarkable Women Search honors women who've made an impact on social progress. We've heard their inspirational stories, and all month we've been bringing them to you. This week's nominee found a purpose in her pain, which is helping others in their journey toward healing. Please allow me to introduce to you the remarkable Amy Capello.
My story would definitely be described as a series of unexpected events.
Unexpected events that would lead Amy Capello to live her best life. Amy's a native Georgian from Atlanta. She led a quiet life as a wife, mother, and educator who volunteered to rescue sea turtles. Amy says she always knew her purpose was to lift others.
To help people find joy throughout all of the stages of life, right? So some of those stages are going to be hard, they're going to be ugly, they're going to not make sense, they're going to not match up with what our expectations were, what we thought life was supposed to look like. But finding joy through those trials and tribulations is a beautiful thing, and I think something I'm meant to help people with.
In August of 2019, Amy got married and started a life coach business called Pure Joy. Amy would come to rely on her own credence. In April of 2020, her young family was navigating the pandemic like most people. She was self-isolating with her 6-year-old son while her husband, an essential healthcare worker, was in New York volunteering on the front lines. That's when Amy was diagnosed with stage 3 inflammatory breast cancer, which is rare and difficult to detect.
Inflammatory breast cancer is unique in that there is no tumor usually. So a mammogram is not going to catch this.
Amy was scared and alone with a small child. She underwent a double mastectomy, and after a year of intense radiation and chemotherapy, Amy was declared NED, which stands for No Evidence of Disease. She and her family were relieved, but also physically and emotionally exhausted.
So I was very lucky to find a Facebook group for inflammatory breast cancer survivors, and one of them actually posted about Little Pink Houses of Hope.
Little Pink Houses of Hope is an all-inclusive vacation, this one on Myrtle Beach. The program gives surviving families a chance to forget about the disease and the toll it takes on their families. Her son got to play with other children going through the same thing.
And there was another kid my son's age, and both moms have short hair. I don't have breasts anymore from my mastectomy. Other moms there didn't have boobs. Like, that's okay. He doesn't have to explain it to anybody.
And her husband got support from other caregivers.
I will say this until the day I die, the caregiver's job was harder than the cancer patient's job. I just had to show up for treatment and be sick. He had to take over everything in the house. He had to manage everything in the house and take care of me on top of it. And he had space with people that understood that, you know? And that was the biggest gift that anybody could have given me, right?
And true to form, Amy wanted to give that gift to others.
Yes! In what little way I could offer this to other people, right? And I was like, oh my God, we have to do this. In Savannah and Tybee. And they were like, can you please just enjoy your retreat first? And I was like, absolutely not. Like, I know you don't know me very well, but I've already got it all worked out, right?
And boom, just like that, Amy organized an annual Little Pink retreat right here in the Coastal Empire.
And last year we had our first retreat on Tybee. It was beautiful.
Amy also gives TED Talks to others who are overwhelmed by crisis. Her biggest piece of advice?
So the hardest choice that you'll make is to ask for help. And after that, it will be infinitely easier.
She says then the real healing can begin.
Healing for me is not physical. It's emotional, it's mental, it's spiritual. Healing for me is living a day and not thinking about my cancer. Healing for me is normalcy.
Looking back, Amy says cancer taught her not to sweat the small stuff like grocery prices, dirty dishes, or flat tires.
The days that are hard it's so much easier for me to snap into a place of gratitude and appreciation because I've been through this. Like, it's a blessing. It's honestly, cancer has been a blessing. I know that's weird, but it is.
That kind of wisdom is why this loving wife, mother, educator, survivor, life coach, TED Talk speaker, rescue of sea turtles, and vacation gifter is also a remarkable woman.
Wonderful story. We're going to announce the winner of our 2024 Remarkable Woman Search later on today on WSAV News 3 at 5. And of course, you can read about all of our nominees on our website at wsav.com/remarkablewoman. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.